Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Shrek here with another video for you all. So today I'm going to be giving you 10 of the best trading tips that I can possibly give you. But before this video starts, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm just going to read off the list that I have here first, and then I am going to elaborate on each of them individually. These are not listed in any order of importance, so they're all pretty much equally important, some more than others, but they're not listed in any particular order, so keep that in mind. Alright, so number 1, always check your values before trading. Number 2, never name your price first. There are exceptions for that one. Number 3, be okay with sitting in silence. Number 4, always be nice. Number 5, be confident with what you're saying. Number 6, don't be shy to ask for more ads. Number 7, be patient. Number 8, know the demand of the items you're trading. Number 9, always calculate the offers. And number 10, be prepared to negotiate. Alright, so now let's elaborate on each of those. Okay, so this first one's very easy, simple. Most of you already know this, but always check your values before trading. I see a lot of people always being like, oh, I didn't know the value of this and I traded it for this much. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you got a horrible deal. Guys, it's really, really simple. Just check your values. Someone could easily just lie to you if you don't know and give you like 50K instead of 200K. And you'd be losing out on a whole 150K there, which is ridiculous, and it's so easily avoided. Just check Tradery. You can go to recent trades, check a whole bunch of them, and then average out the prices on all of those. Or you can check charts. That's also super easy. So this is very, very, very avoidable. Just always check your values before trading. Okay, so this next one is never name your price first. So this could go for buying and selling. Just don't name the price. Ask the other person what price they want. Either way, buying or selling. So there are exceptions to this, obviously, but asking someone to name their price opens up the chance for them to overpay. So say you wanted 35K for an item and they then offer 40K for it instead, you would be getting 5K more than what you thought you were gonna get. And that wouldn't have been possible if you just simply named your price. And then the same goes for when you buy something. They could name a price cheaper than what you were gonna buy it for. So yeah, there's many opportunities that can happen when you ask the other person to name their price. And then obviously if someone just doesn't want to name their price, then go ahead and name a price that's fair. Because some people just don't like naming their prices because they're learning just like you guys. But yeah, anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this one is be okay with sitting in silence. You guys are probably like, what the heck does this mean? So when you're in a trade and you're like, here's my offer, and then someone's like, and they don't say anything for a while, you have to be okay with that silence. You cannot be like, oh, I'll add this, because they're waiting for you to say that. Most of the time they are. They could just be deciding, but most of the time those people are waiting for you to break. And you're not going to. You're going to be like, okay, yeah, I'm okay with the silence. You're going to wait for them to answer before you add anything, okay? So do not break. I am one of those people who waits for people to break. Don't be that person. You can be the person who waits for someone else to break by all means, but do not be the person who breaks, all right? That is it for that tip. Very short. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so tip number 4, always be nice. I don't even need to show you guys an example for this one. It's self-explanatory. Just be nice. People are going to accept your offer if you're nice. I mean, not all the time, but they're more inclined to. If you're rude, they're gonna be like, why the heck would I accept this rude person's offer? They don't deserve it. But if you're nice, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, they're so nice. I feel happy giving away my item to this person, or their diamonds, whatever it is. They're going to feel better about giving whatever they are giving to you if you're nicer instead of rude. So yeah, that's how that goes. Next tip. Okay, so number 5, be confident with what you're saying. Obviously, if you're confident, they're gonna be more likely to believe you. If you're saying, I don't know all the time, they're gonna be like, well then they don't know, and I'm not gonna listen to what they're saying, I'm gonna do my own research. But if you're like, yeah, this is stable, yours is decreasing, you should add, then they're gonna be like, okay, I guess I should add, and then you get a better trade. So that's how that tip works. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next tip. Okay, so tip number 6, don't be shy to ask for more ads. So typically when someone's done with their offer, they're gonna be like, here's my offer, and then straight up you're just gonna be like, okay, do you think there's anything you can add? And then the worst thing that they can say is no. So you can only gain from this. And who knows, maybe they can add something really, really great and you can end up getting a big overpay. There's really nothing you can lose besides the fact that they might get a little bit annoyed by it, but that most likely won't happen. They'll probably add, and then you'll be happy, and they'll be happy too because they don't care. But yeah, anyway, that's it for tip number 6. Let's move on to tip number 7. Okay, so tip number 7 is be patient. This is kind of like being nice, but with patience. So if someone thinks that you're not willing to wait for them, they're gonna be like, I'm not willing to take your offer. So that's how that goes. Some people just need more time to think, and they'll most likely take your offer if they are given the time to think and like calculate all of their stuff correctly. Like sometimes I need a little bit of time too. So if you're willing to wait for me, then that's great. But if you're not, I'm just gonna decline because I need time to think sometimes. So that's how that goes. Let's move on to tip number 8. Okay, so knowing the demand of the items you're trading is very, very, very important. Also the ones you're receiving, of course. So, you can find the demand of things on value charts, on Twitter, and then of course on Tradery as well. You can see how many of these are selling and like how much they're going for in the past few days or hours, however many it shows. And this is really important because when you receive an item, if its demand is low and no one's trading for it, then most likely the price is probably going to go down, and you don't want that to happen. And then the same goes for when you're trading away something high in demand. You trade it away and then everyone wants it and the price is like 100k more the next day. That's crazy. You don't want that to happen either. So make sure you're paying attention to the demand of the items that you are receiving / trading away. That is it for tip number 8. Okay, so tip number 9 is very, very, very important. Always calculate the offers that you are getting. So this is really important because sometimes our brains just mess up the calculations in our head and we end up getting huge losses that we do not need. So what you're going to do is when someone tells you that their offer is worth like 120k, you're gonna be like, that seems like it could be 120k, but you're going to go to your handy dandy calculator, you're going to add up all of those items, and if you're unsure on item values, then obviously look them up, and then you're going to see that that offer was only actually 85k, and that they were about to get a huge win and you were about to get a huge lose. We don't want that. We don't want that, so that's why we gotta calculate our offers. Or it could be like the total opposite. You think you're getting a lose, but you're getting a huge win. I mean, obviously you could kind of see when that's happening, but just in case, guys, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So that's tip number 9 for you. Okay, so tip number 10 is be prepared to negotiate. So let's say someone offered 350k for my OG Teddy Z and I don't want 350k. It's fair, but I'm trying to get some profit out of this. So I ask for 400k instead. They're like, no way, this is way too much. I'll do 360k. And then you're like, I don't want 360k, but I'll lower the price to 380k. And then let's see how much they go from there. And then they tell you that their max is 375k. So that's pretty close to what I asked for. So that's where we meet in the middle. At 375k, that's 25k more than what they originally offered. So that is really good. So that's why negotiating can be really helpful and you can make profit out of it, of course. And that's my last tip for you guys. Okay, so those were all 10 of the tips that I could give you for trading. I really do think these are helpful and I use them all the time. So if you guys want to get better at trading, I would definitely recommend using these tips. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed and have a lovely day, everyone. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!